The following is a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, your home for the Buhler Crusaders is 95.9 HKFM. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into final day coverage of the 46th Salina Invitational Tournament. We're set for consolation final action here today on the boys' side of the bracket. It's the 7th place game as the Buhler Crusaders get set to take on the Wamego Red Raiders. Hi, welcome inside the Midway Motors drive to the game. Aaron West along Matt Atherton and Andrew Epp here courtside at Salina Central High School. Crusaders looking for their first win this season in the tournament and their 15th overall. They lost a heartbreaker in the opening round on Thursday to Salina Central 55-51. It came down to free throws late and then a very tough assignment yesterday against Wichita South. The 8th seed won over Buhler 65-44. Wamego, they dropped their opening round match to Andover 73-33 and then lost yesterday to Abilene 61-17. So both these teams looking to get off the schneid in this tournament. Matthew, I feel like this is an important game today for the Crusaders. Played well on Thursday in the second half. That fourth quarter comeback was just a little bit short. Even in the loss, I felt like they played with some energy. Yesterday they came out and just really struggled to get anything going. So I've kind of seen two versions of this team this year when they're engaged and making smart decisions that even in their losses have been close. Well, then they come out unfocused and like they did yesterday, and they get in the hole early and just no way to bounce back out of that. So they really need a bounce back day today.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to feel like what happened yesterday wasn't as a result of the game on Thursday. Watching from home, trying to, it's always hard to tell through the camera, but reading body language, there just seemed to be a real lack of energy with the boys, and I know it's frustrating. You really thought you had a chance to win, and they did. I thought they played so good that second half comeback on Thursday against Central was great. It's just the difficulty of playing in a tournament like this. As soon as that game is over, you have to turn the page and you got to get ready for the next one. And I think probably this game today is another step in them learning. Right, so yesterday is finished. Now we got to turn the page and get ready for the one today.
Certainly, you'd like to take a little bit of momentum out of this. You have a week off essentially before you go to Heston next Friday. That's never an easy place to go to.
Tough.
And so you'd like to have a little bit of something positive to walk away with.
Yeah, that Heston game the last couple of years has been a real kick in the shorts. So you would like to be able to get things going in the right direction. And here, they've already shown it, Aaron. They do have the ability to play with teams that are bigger, faster than themselves if they're all working hard. And they've got to be efficient offensively. This is a team that struggles to score, and they don't have to shoot necessarily a high percentage to get it by, but they've got to not turn the ball over, and they've got to get shots. They've just got to get good shots. If they get good shots, they'll compete defensively. We know they'll compete defensively. But if they stop being able to get good shots, then things get really frustrating and can get away pretty quickly.
Andrew, fair, unfair. We've seen, like I mentioned, two versions of this team this year. One that really competes, and then on nights when they're off, they just never seem to find it.
Yeah, I mean, we saw yesterday probably the toughest output Buhler has put up, just in terms of not being able to handle adversity very well and kind of letting that affect them mentally. And we've seen some really, really good versions of it. I think against Mulvane was one of those examples. Against Augusta, even in the loss, was a good example of the good Buhler boys. And I really want to see them kind of let the last two games, let them put it behind them so they can build a little bit of momentum, because we're going to have a stretch here after this little week break where we're going to be in the thick of it.
Yeah. Ready or not, coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Schmidt Electric, by Dix Phillips 66, by Ideatech, and by Hag 360 Insurance. Our coverage today is part of our midseason tournament weeks on Ad Astra Radio, presented by Hutchinson Community College. We make champions. More of our Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up in 2 minutes on HKFM.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Best thing about my job is working with young kids. The relationships that I get to establish and the smiles that we get to create.
I love being a dentist because lots of times people come in, they're nervous, scared, but being able to help them and change their smile, and it's just really rewarding to be able to be a part of that.
We'd love to see you at any of our locations. Big smiles and little places.
McPherson Dental in Buhler, Inman, Hillsborough, McPherson, and Lyons, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutchinson. We take pride in supporting our community and being committed to our customers. Don Glaspie here to let you know dependability of your vehicle is very important to us. Our top-notch service team is ready anytime your vehicle needs attention. Visit us online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, where there's always a warm cup of coffee waiting, and as Mr. Samuels always says,
Come by, let's be friends.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
This is Jason Stallman with Stallman Ag Risk Management and the Sylvius Insurance Group. I take pride in partnering with my clients for all their crop, pasture, and livestock insurance needs. Stallman Ag Risk Management. Contact me today.
Hi, this is Brad Patton. In 1933, my great-grandpa Wade started his own independent insurance agency in downtown Hutch. Little did we know that 90 years later and 4 generations later, his independent insurance agency would still be going strong in downtown Hutch. A lot of things have changed in the past 90 years. One constant, though, has been my family helping to protect the people and businesses of Hutchinson and around Kansas. Stop by and see us today at 6th and Main, or check out WadePattonInsurance.com today. Independent since 33, Wade Patton Insurance.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, our Erickson Custom Building game plan for today. Get your game plan for new construction and remodeling online at EricksonCustomBLDG.com. Wamego out of the North Central Kansas League, 3-8 on the year under head coach Steve Fritz. They have lost 2 straight back-to-back days in this tournament. Just 3 wins on the season, including a 57-52 win at home against Marysville on the 17th. They average 43.4 points a game and give up 45 on the season. This is their first year in the tournament. Last season, just a 6-win team. And so trying to figure some things out. 3-8 this year. Buhler comes in at 3-7 under first-year head coach Eric Tate and averaging 48 points a game while giving up 54. Yesterday, the loss 65-44 to Wichita South. We're talking, Matthew, about the kind of the two different styles we've seen from this team, and really they have to come out engaged from the start. I think that starts with your guards, with McCade and Isaiah, and kind of setting the tone for the rest of the team, if you will.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of times where I feel like Isaiah's come out and really kind of tried to impose his will. That works out way better. Aggressive Isaiah is way better than passive Isaiah, and he can do that. I know he's trying to get everybody involved, but I kind of feel like for him it's okay if he eats first and then everybody else eats second. McCade is still, as he's kind of growing into that role, you kind of expect him to be a little passive. If they're both passive, that's not the recipe for success. So I think when he's aggressive early, it sets everything like into its proper context, and I really love that look for him and for them.
Andrew, it's been good to see Mitchell have a really good tournament, and then I feel like we've seen Asher Zachary kind of come out of his shell some too.
Yeah, those are the two I was talking about before we got on the air that have come out the most inspired, both off the bench, and it seems like, you know, getting Mitchell back off of injury, I might have mentioned this before too, he has come back stronger with a better attitude than he did last year when he came off the couple games out that he had from the injury. And Asher, he's really finding himself. I think he had, was it 8 rebounds on Thursday? So, and doing a lot of the other little stuff. And Mitchell has really been able to kind of make offense when we're not getting anything else. So both of those guys have added a ton of value so far in the last few games.
Well, they'll be important again today. See if Buhler can rebound from back-to-back losses and get a win in this 7th-place game. We'll have the girls' championship game coming up later today from the tournament. Buhler in the tournament final for the 2nd time. They'll take on the 2-time defending champion of the tournament, Andover, over at Mabee Arena today at 1 o'clock. Back with our starting lineups and the tip after this on HKFM.
Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dilla Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
Hey folks, this is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. Farmers, would you like to have your farm and personal insurance handled all by the one agency? At Ag 360 Insurance, we can handle it all with one agent. We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about your insurance needs. Feel free to stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128 or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
Are you considering putting up a fence, building a garage, adding onto your home, or purchasing ground? For all your surveying needs, contact Alpha Land Surveys in Hutchinson at 620-728-0012 or go to alphalandsurveys.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, let's take a look at today's Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Discover your financial potential. Contact Monty Cross at 888-6485. For Wamego, the Red Raiders 3-8 out of the North Central Kansas League. Head coach Steve Fritz. They will start like this. A 6'2 senior, 0, Slade Smith. A 5'11 senior, number 1, Jackson Toops. A 6' senior, number 14, Jace Johnson. A 6'2 senior, number 24, Gavin Marquardt. And a 6'2" junior, number 30, Reagan Keeker. Again for Wamego, Smith, Toops, Johnson, Marquardt, and Keeker. Again for the Crusaders, 3-7 on the year under first-year head coach Eric Tate. They will start like this in one guard. 5'10" junior, 0, Isaiah Heredia, averaging 10 points a game. Did not score yesterday. A 5'11" sophomore, number 5, McCade Zachary, averaging 3 points a game. A 6'2" junior, number 13, Luke Holmberg, averaging 6.5 points. He had 8 yesterday. A 6'1" junior, number 24, Jacob Miller, averaging 11 points and 6 rebounds. And a 6'3" senior, 33, Julian Morrison, averaging 6 points, 5 boards a game. Heredia, Zachary, Holmberg, Miller, and Morrison for Buhler. They'll be in their home whites as the team on the top side of the bracket today. Trimmed in black with maroon lettering. It'll be the road red uniforms trimmed in white with white lettering for the Red Raiders of Wamego. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. In Hutchinson, it's where to take your clothes. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Newfelt's Flooring, by Johnson Sheet Metal, Daylight Donuts, and by Inman Funeral Home. We're set for the opening tip. It'll be controlled by Wamego. Right, make it left to right. Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson. Courtside at Central High School in Salina. Final day of the SIT. Buhler opens in a man-to-man, and Jacob Miller with a steal on Slade Smith. Takes the ball away. Jakey in that lane, steps through the other way, layup good. Well, that's a solid way to start, 2-0. 7:25 to play in this opening period.
I'd like to see the two guys get off to a good start offensively as Isaiah Heredia and Jacob Miller. Both of them need more production.
Marquardt will play it far side to Keeker. He's going to shoot the long three over Morrison. And missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by Isaiah Heredia. Here comes Zay into that lane. Kicks to the trailing McCade Zachary, and a whistle and a foul call. That'll stop play with 6:58 to go here in the first quarter. Foul will be charged to Jackson Toops.
30-second timeout.
His first, and team foul number 1. We've got a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. 2-0 Crusaders. Back after this on HKFM.
Newfelt's Flooring in Buhler. A few miles out of the city, light years out of the ordinary. Since first opening their doors in 1965, Newfelt's Flooring has offered one-of-a-kind flooring and accessories that perfectly pull your project together. That long-standing tradition continues today. Regardless of budget, Newfelt's Flooring can help turn your dreams into realities. Visit their showroom at 110 West 2nd and Buhler and find Newfelt's Flooring online at newfelts.com.
95.9 HKFM.
On the inbound in the lane. A little jump stop by Jacob Miller. Missed, but a whistle and a foul call. That's going to put Jacob at the line for 2. He's shooting 53%. Well, Matt, you talked about him being a little more aggressive so far. That's what they've come out like.
Yeah, absolutely. Attacking the cup, couple of possessions in a row. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. We feel like we're a little bit of broken record as it relates to those kinds of things. How many times do we say attack the basket, attack through contact? But Buhler coming out looking to get to the cup early.
Jacob Miller has got 4 early points, 2 free throws. That foul on Slade Smith. If you're scoring at home, it's 4-0 Crusaders. 6:50 to play, first quarter. Buhler picks up full court pressure. Here's Slade Smith into the lane. They'll play it up top to Johnson, right side Keeker. He drives and gets tangled up with Isaiah. And Holmberg there, make that Morrison there too. They're going to call the foul on Morrison.
Yeah, I think that's really just an issue of Julian being wrong place, wrong time. I don't think he intended to get in the middle of that.
There's a shot-up shot missed right side by Toops. A whistle and a foul called.
Going to be on Caters.
Defense kind of got out of position there on that inbound. And the foul on McCade Zachary, his first. That'll put Jackson Toops, the senior, at the line. He's a receiver on their football team, was he not?
That's right.
Yeah, we heard his name a ton in the 2 games we played against him this year in football.
Second free throw missed and a rebound for Morrison. Still 4-0. 6:29 to play first quarter. Here comes Isaiah up that floor. Zachary. And has it stripped to the left baseline. Ball taken away. They pass ahead. Slade Smith in traffic. Count the bucket and a foul. Good end-to-end transition for Wamego there as they finally get on the board. And a foul called against Jacob Miller.
Jacob was trying not to foul. One of those ones where I bet if Jake had that one back, he would have made it count.
Slade Smith hits the free throw to make it 4-3. Buhler now with 3 team fouls in this quarter. It's a 1-point game. 6:14 to go in the first. Isaiah across that timeline, right to left. And they try to find Morrison to the right corner. That pass deflected out of bounds by Slade Smith.
Those are the passes that really came back to bite him yesterday. We got to crisp those up and, ball fake once in a while.
A couple of early finals from today in the tournament in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard as McCade Zachary will play the ball into Morrison. Now, right side low post. Jacob Miller gets position, overshot it. Rebound taken away by Slade Smith. Outlet pass, Toops. Layup, good. And Wamego has the first lead of the game at 5-4.
Jake would like to know where the foul was on his possession down there, taking some contact with the body, not called.
It's a 5-0 Wamego run. There's a kicked ball in the lane by Wamego. It's going to stay on Buhler's end of the floor. The girls' 7th place game. Craig Bend today beat Junction City 60-25 in the girls' 3rd place game.
There was a game.
Yeah, I'll find it here in a minute. Here's Isaiah out high with the basketball. Helps if you can read. I never quite learned to do that.
It's not good since your wife is a teacher, my man.
Here's Julian with a nice take. In and out, no good. Luke Holmberg battling for that rebound. Still loose on the deck. And I think we're going to end up with a tie-up. Are they going to call a foul?
They're going to call foul.
On Luke? Luke was the one in there battling for the ball. Oh, that's a tough call. It's going to be on Luke Holmberg, his first. Team's 4th. Wamego with a 1-point lead. And they'll have the ball. The other girls' final in the 3rd place game. Salina South beat Wamego this morning. So South rebounding from the loss to Buhler yesterday, 152-46. Here's Wamego, pull up in the lane, in and out, no good. Missed by Marquardt. And a rebound for the Crusaders, looking to grab the lead back here.
Guys, we're just 3 minutes into this one, and Buhler's already 1 foul away from putting Wamego in the bonus for the rest of the quarter.
Morrison left side circle against Wamego's man-to-man defense. There's a bad pass stolen away. And on the other end, good recovery by Jacob Miller. She slapped the ball off Toops out of bounds. Does a great defensive play trailing from behind by Jacob.
Offensively, it seems to me like the guys are a little bit like passing to where they are supposed to pass, regardless of whether or not the guy is there or open. Like, just because the set says the ball has to go to a certain spot, it doesn't mean you've got to throw it into the hands of the defender.
Mitchell McDaniel, Asher, Zachary check in. Nice take with the left by Miller. Jacob lays it up and in. He's got all 6 Buhler points. Buhler back in front by 1, 6-5. 4:25 to go here in this quarter. Wamego up the floor. Nice bounce pass. Entry into Marquardt. He lays it up and in.
Pretty good play.
7-6 Wamego by 1. McDaniel has been the leading scorer in this tournament for Buhler. Here's Asher inside with a nice take off the window for 2 and a timeout. Zachary scores his first 2 points of the game. Wamego takes a timeout. 8-7, Buhler leading by 1. We'll come back from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in 30 seconds on HKFM.
Running a business is tough, but protecting it doesn't have to be. At DJ Kaufman Agency, we offer comprehensive business insurance that keeps your hard work safe. Whether you're a small startup or a growing enterprise, we've got the right coverage for you. From liability and property insurance to workers' comp and business interruption, our policies are tailored to fit your needs and your budget. Contact us today, 620-669-0410, or stop by our office in Hutchinson at 17 East 30th Avenue. DJ Kaufman Insurance is a member of the Trusted Choice Independent Agencies.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here from Salina Central High School, the boys' 7th place game at the SIT, 8-7 Buhler by 1. Halfway through the first quarter.
Wamego's got their 6'7" foot kid in there now.
And there's a shot inside by Smith. Shot missed. Rebound put back good by Jackson Toops. He's got 4 of the 9 for Wamego. And Wamego with a 1-point lead, 9-8. Here's Isaiah, kicks to Asher.
Good
right
offense.
side, 3 splashes through. Asher Zachary with 5 points now off the bench, and Buhler by 2.
That's good offense. Drive and kick wide open in the corner for Asher. Of course, all that set up by Mitchell being willing to step through the double team.
11-9 our score. Wamego back in the half court. Caden Newell, 6'7" senior, is in the ball game now. And pushing on Jacob Miller down to the right block. His jump shot short. Rebound, Luke Homer. What do you call that tennis shoe color for Newell? That's
it's loud.
It's very bright.
Yeah. I don't think Newell's going to be able to bump Jacob off of his spot defensively.
That's a tough task. There's another take by Jacob. We got Newell back on his heels, took him right to the rim and laid it up and in. And there's a foul coming the other way. That'll put Wamego at the line. 13-9, it's a 4-point lead. 2:46 to go here in the quarter. It's going to be on Asher. He becomes the 5th Crusader to pick up a foul so far. Each the 5 with 1. Jared Miller will check in. Holmberg goes out. This is going to be 2 free throws at the line for Jackson Toops. Coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM, brought to you in part by Annette Epp Insurance, by the Buhler Booster Club, Wifco Steel Products, and by Prairie Bank of Kansas. First free throw by Toops, and it now no good. Peter saw Wamego twice in the football season, once in the regular season, when Wamego won at Buhler. And then, of course, the Crusaders exacted some revenge and beat Wamego in the playoffs at Wamego.
That's a nice way of saying it. I think here, where there's mostly Buhler fans listening, we say Buhler beat down Wamego at Wamego.
Is that what it was?
That's how we say it.
It was a coming out party for Landon Martinez.
Yes, it was.
13-10 our score. Toops was 1 of 2 at the line. It's a 3-point lead. It's McCade Zachary, Asher Zachary, Jared Miller, then Morrison and McDaniel for Coach Tate's Crusaders. Deflection out of bounds right in front of the Wamego bench. Buhler will reset there. Jared Miller to play it in. Mitchell's got it out high. Far side, McCade Zachary. Here's Jared off the dribble. Tries to feed it into Julian. It's deflected. Miller gets it back. He'll shoot the 3 left side, and it rims long. Rebound on the backside by Jace Johnson of Wamego. Nearly carried it.
I feel like if you put 2 hands on it and it bounces again, you catch it. As close to a double dribble as you can get.
Jace Johnson into the big 6-footer. Getting tangled up down there with Julian Morrison. They're going to call a foul on Julian.
That is, I disagree. Julian second.
2 fouls now on Julian Morrison in the game. 2 free throws coming up for Caden Newell. So far, Wamego is 2 of 6 at the line. They've been there quite a bit in this first quarter. Still 2:06 to play. And the free throw rims out. Jacob Miller returning for Buhler. Morrison will go out. Reagan Keeker and Braxton Williams into the ball game for Wamego. Second free throw good. It makes it a 2-point game. This is Wamego's first year in the tournament. They replaced Liberal.
It was a long drive for Liberal every year, wasn't it?
Well, it didn't get any shorter for Liberal. Really nice find down low. Carter Jones, though. Good recovery by the defense. Jones in the game now. Here's McCade Zachary with a hard take and a whistle and a foul call. That's going to put McCade at the line. Liberal boys now playing at Halstead. Their girls going all the way to Tonganoxie in northeast Kansas.
Holy moly.
From Liberal to almost Kansas City.
I don't know that you can get much further apart.
No. Here's McCade Zachary with the first. It's up and good. I think that's 3 nights in a hotel.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think anyone's making that drive back and forth.
2 free throws good by McCade Zachary. 50% at the line of the year for the sophomore. And it's 15-11. Buhler by 4. 1:44 to go. This has been a long first quarter. They give it up to the big guy inside. Newell missed it in and out. No good. Then off his hand, out of bounds. Can't get a much better straight-up look at the basket than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got a much better backside rotation.
Newell just couldn't get it to go down. Here's Buhler the other way with 1:28 to go in this first quarter. 15-11. Asher Zachary has it, left side circle out top. Mitchell wants a 3. Mitchell makes a 3.
Boy, he's really on a little bit of a heater right now, isn't he? He looks so confident shooting the ball.
18-11. Buhler down by 7. 1:09 to play in the first. Looking much better today. Here's a right corner 3. That's in and out, no good by Williams. And the baseline rebound by Newell. Up top, a 3 by Bryson Toops. Missed. Rebound, Buhler. Here comes Mitchell McDaniel right up that floor, right by Toops.
Well done.
Lays it up and in.
Toops tried to take the charge. Mitchell went right around him.
He's too smart for that. 9-point lead now. 40.8 to go in the quarter. And Wamego turns it over again. Well, Mitchell McDaniel came into today 29 points in 2 games in the tournament, 18 on Thursday and 11 yesterday. Isaiah Heredia returns. And Buhler with 34 seconds on the first quarter clock with a 9-point lead, 22-11. Here's Jacob Miller, gives up. McDaniel makes his way into the lane. Shot short. Jacob Miller follows with a cleanup, missed. Rebound, back up with it. In and out, no good. 3 great looks. Sometimes it's just
rolls around and goes out.
Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Got to get through these next 12 seconds with
great defense and a 5 count. Great defense by Isaiah Heredia on Bryson Toops. And a turnover.
Getting ready to say you got to get through these next 9 seconds now without Jacob picking up his second foul.
9 seconds on the clock as Buhler will inbound in backcourt far side. Asher into Isaiah. Left side Mitchell. Off a screen, he'll shoot the open 3, short. Rebound, Buhler, and time expires. We get to the end of the first quarter. Good first 8 minutes for Buhler here in the 7th place game. They'll take a 9-point lead to the second quarter when we come back. 22-11, back in 1 minute from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson, where we have been in business for over 100 years. We stock over 60 different sheets and 70 different shapes in steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum. We can cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications. We can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal in Hutchinson.
At Blue Stem Pace, we understand that navigating health challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we're here to support people ages 55 and better with a comprehensive care program, including medical management, social activities, and prepared meals at our locations in Hutchinson and McPherson. Let us partner with you to manage your complex medical issues and help you live well at home. Call today at 844-588-7223 or visit bluestempace.org.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our final day coverage of mid-season tournament weeks today. The action from here in Salina, also from the final round of the Trojan Classic in Hillsboro, and the finals of the Midwinter Classic at St. John. Here's Jacob Miller, and Mitchell McDaniel gets tangled up and fouled. He'll have a couple of free throws coming at the line.
Ooh, they're going to call that on the shot?
Yeah.
That's generous.
We're owed a few of those, I think, from the last couple days.
Yeah, I don't know that should be a shooting foul.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think it should, but we'll take it.
We'll absolutely take it. 2 at the line for Mitchell McDaniel. And a free throw rattles in. You can find complete coverage schedules, streaming audio of today's midseason tournament elites action presented by Hutch CC on our broadcast booth page at astradio.com. And Mitchell makes 2 free throws. He's got 7 points in the game, 22-11. A new largest lead of 11 here to start the second quarter. Peter led by as many as 9 points in the first quarter. Jace Johnson feeds it right side. Now they try an entry pass in the lane, and it's stolen away by Jacob Miller.
What a nice play by Jake.
Up the floor, here's Zachary, far side circle. Asher with a dribble and a pass, left wing Mitchell. McDaniel lobs it in to Zachary. Kicks in the corner. Asher to McCade. McCade spins along that baseline. Up top, Mitchell, 3! It was halfway in, and it popped back out.
Had plenty of time to set his feet.
Another steal by Miller. What a play by Jacob. Here comes McCade up that floor. Back to Miller in the lane. Oh, he had the ball deflected away. Saves it up top. Asher for 3. Missed. Rebound tapped about and taken by Wamego. Long pass up the floor. Had a ball knocked away, but saved by Wamego. Layup missed by Marquardt. And then a whistle and a foul. Hey, we're playing with some energy today. That's his second personal foul, first team foul. I like it.
Yeah, this is a lot better effort put in here by the Crusaders so far.
They call that foul on McCade Zachary. It'll be his second. First team foul of the quarter.
That said, you can tell that there's a lot of energy. There's also a lot of guys in white and maroon that are hands on their knees, sucking wind as this is end-to-end action.
Third game in 3 days. Wamego to play it inbound. 6:48 to go in the half. Here's Jackson Toops. Works it inside. Pass up top, Marquardt. And then a whistle and another foul call. Well, the officials are calling it tight here.
Really, really foul happy.
That's going to be on McDaniel, and that'll be the first on Mitchell. Here comes Luke Holmberg back into the lineup. And out goes Asher Zachary.
That's a good substitution. Asher was gassed.
Shot with the right hand on the right block. Missed by Slade Smith. Rebound Buhler. Outlaw. Here comes Jared Miller to the bucket. Good find from Isaiah Lamb. Good.
Don't wait for the defense to set up. Attack and transition. Those are easy buckets.
And the lead grows to 13. 6:18 to play here in the half. Nice slash along that baseline by Jared Miller. Shot up. Contested, but goes in for Jackson Toops as he skied over Jacob Miller inside. It makes it 24-13.
And that's a pretty impressive finish for Toops.
Miller back with the ball. This is Jared inside again. Count the bucket and a foul.
I guess letter of the law, that's not really a fast break basket, but it may as well be. Still in transition. Attack the out-of-control closeout. Jared did such a good job getting to the cup.
Second foul on Jackson Toops. It'll be a chance for a three-point play. Jared Miller, 61% on the year at the line. And he splashes it in there. 5 points now in the game for Jared Miller, 27-13. And the lead is 14 with 5:49 to go here before halftime. Good things happen when you go to the basket.
That's it.
Far side circle. Reed McDiffett has checked in for the first time, a sophomore. There's another deflection. Boy, Jacob Miller's been so active on defense.
Tell you, I'll talk about the job that Holmberg is doing, denying Marquardt space or the ball. Luke working hard.
Red Raiders to inbound. Oh, Mitchell went for the steal.
It on the backside.
They're going to call a reach-in foul on McDaniel, and that'll be his second. 14th foul in the quarter, still 5:33 to go. Carter Jones in, Mitchell McDaniel out.
Not a ton of length on the bench right now. Only 9 guys dressed out for Buhler.
There's a three up top, short by Reagan Keeker. Rebound, Jacob Miller. Saves it to Heredia. Back to Miller. 5:15 to go in the half. Here comes Jakey. Hard inside. Count it.
Well, he will not be denied to the cup.
Both Millers dominating the stretch around the rim, and we've got a timeout. 5:08 to go in the half. 29-13. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Back after this, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
It's a brand new year and a brand new you. Get that body you've always wanted this year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts. It's a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier, and I wash it down with a great cup of coffee and a tall cold milk. I feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Body by Daylight. You can work out, or you can work it out by eating fresh Daylight Donuts. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
95.9 HKFM.
A 9-2 run for the Crusaders here at the 5:08 mark in the second. They lead 29-13. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Blue Stem Communities, by Hutchinson Zoo, by First National Bank, and by Scooters Coffee. Of the girls' championship game coming up from Mabee Arena, set to tip off around 1 o'clock today, as Buhler takes on Andover. Natalia Krafels in 2 games, 50 points.
Yeah, she's been awesome.
Has been fantastic.
Hard to imagine she's not in the running for the most outstanding player of the girls' tournament.
There's a three in the corner. Caden Newell knocks down his first bucket of the game and makes it 29-16, a 13-point game. 4:47 to go before halftime. Here's Isaiah. Out wide to the left. He'll put it on the deck and drive. Inside floater off the window, no good. Rebound, Caden Newell for Wamego. Red Raiders the other way. McDiffit. No look pass in the corner. Three in there from Toops. Back-to-back threes from the Red Raiders, and they make it a 10-point game. 4:17 to go before halftime. Here's Holmberg. He'll set up for a three. Short. McCain Zachary in there. Make it Jared Miller in there fighting for that rebound. Comes away with it. Out on the left wing to Heredia. 4 minutes gone by in the second. 29-19. Jakey's got it, top of that circle. He'll take the three, and it's good.
Newell is going to have bad dreams about Jake. They are really struggling to figure out how to guard him. They're guarding the drive that time. Jakey just steps out and cans the three.
32-19, Red Raiders the other way. Smith tied up inside. They'll play it out on the right side circle to McDiffit. He'll drive. I think they're going to get Holmberg there. As McDiffit was driving inside. Actually, Jones. It'll be Carter Jones with his first.
That's actually good for Buhler.
It's 2 free throws for the sophomore Reed McDiffit. And the first is good. Asher Zachary back. Carter Jones will go out. Basically a week off coming up. Next game's on the 31st. That's next Friday. Second free throw rattles in and out, no good. Wamego though with a rebound. 32-20. It's a 12-point game and a charge taken inside by Jacob Miller, who's doing a little bit of everything in this game.
No doubt, he has been so good at both ends. Playing in the post without picking up a foul. Steps in, takes that charge.
Foul on McDiffit, his first. Peter will go the other way. Tough pass picked off. Red Raiders ahead. Here comes Toops. Tied up on the baseline. Out of the wing to McDiffit. Back of the corner. Toops. He'll drive. Goes to the bucket.
Ooh, Lukey
shot
blocked
short.
It.
Holmberg got a hand on that. And Peter comes away with it. 3 minutes to go. Here comes a crossover by Zay. Kick to Miller. Jacob, three, missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by Asher. Stripped, then Miller up with it, missed, but a foul.
I thought Asher got fouled. Then Jake got fouled, but let's go back to the block that Luke Holmberg had at the other end. Got just enough of that shot reaching over from the backside to alter the shot ultimately ends with Jacob ending up at the free throw line.
And Miller on the free throw, and it out no good. That foul is on Jackson Tubes. Well, they're at halftime over at Maybe Arena. That is the boys' third place game between Salina Central and Salina South. Central leads 28-21. 1 of 2 at the line for Jacob Miller. (33-20). 2:40 to play here before the halftime break. Here's Newell in the corner. 3 long from McDiffit. Inside, tied up and fouled is Slade Smith. This game has had a slower pace in the first half because of all the fouls they've called.
Whistles have been plenty.
Don't they know we're trying to get to the girls' game fast?
I don't think they do know that.
All right, Jared Miller picks up the foul. It'll put Smith at the line. And the free throw is up and good. So there's a possibility that we may have to jet out of the last couple of minutes of this game if it's not close. Hopefully it's not close. We won't have as hard of a decision. Missed the free throw, but a rebound and another foul. Holy cow. Now this game would go a lot faster if we could hide the referee's whistles.
Yeah, those guys must believe they're being played or paid by the tweets.
No, there has been a lot of contact. Free throw good by Newell. Carter Jones going to return, and Luke Holmberg goes out. Still 2:30 to play before halftime. And the free throw is up and good by Newell. He hits 2 at the line. It's a 10-point game. 33-23. 2:25 left before halftime. Here's Jared Miller. Inside, Jacob Miller, reverse layup, good. He's had a great first half. 35-23. Lead is 12. Here's Newell inside. Asher.
Oh my gosh, guys, swallow the whistles already.
Asher tried for the block, and they're going to call him for the foul. The bucket is good by Newell. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. Free throw is good. So 35-26. It's a 9-point game. 1:53 to play. Here comes Isaiah. He'll take it to the rack and lay it up and in.
Well done, Isaiah. Nice lefty finish.
Over or past the 6'7" guy?
37-26. 1:35 to go. As Newell's got it out front, right side circle to Keeker. Far side Williams, now off to Johnson. Here's Newell at the left elbow. Pass right side circle. 3 on the way is good for Reagan Keeker. 37-29. And it's an 8-point game. 1:03 to go before halftime. Wamego hanging tough. They were down 16 earlier in this quarter. They've cut that lead in half. Here's Isaiah. Off the bounce. Left side to Asher Zachary. Tried to feed it on the screen and roll to Jared Miller, but it's rejected out of bounds. Julian Morrison returns. Asher Zachary will go out for the Crusaders. Isaiah to play it in. 47 seconds still left before halftime. And Jacob has his shot blocked. And taken away by Wamego. They can make this a 2-possession game. Inside, nice bounce pass, reverse layup, up and good by Braxton Williams. Now a 6-point game as Wamego has come all the way back from down 16. Here's Isaiah through a double team, plays it to Jacob. 22 seconds, and Buhler will hold for a final shot here in the half. Down to 13. Carter Jones has it far side. Out high to Morrison. Now to Jacob Miller, the drive. Shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders with 3.6 seconds left in the half.
As much body contact as they've called all half. Surprising that Jake didn't get the benefit of the doubt on that drive.
Jones to pass it in here. Long pass stolen away. Up the floor, they'll get a half-court shot well short. That'll get us to halftime. And your score, Buhler 37 and Wamego 31. It's a 20-point second quarter for Wamego. They outscore Buhler 20-17. 6-point game at halftime, 37-31. And our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM.
You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away and be in Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
It's halftime. While the players are getting ready in the locker room for the second half, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. There's other basketball action going on today as we have college basketball coming up for both the Jayhawks and the Wildcats. First up for K-State, they are at Bramlage Coliseum in Manhattan today with a 5 o'clock tip-off against the Mountaineers of West Virginia, who are ranked number 22 in the country. The Wildcats will look to pull off the upset at home in front of their home crowd, but they will also look to snap a 6-game losing streak that they currently have on deck as we speak. K-State currently sits at 1-6 in conference play, 7-11 overall, while West Virginia is at 4-3 in conference play, 9-2 overall on the year. Again, the game tips off at 5 o'clock. The game will be televised on the CBS Sports Network. Speaking of K-State basketball, they add a midseason transfer to the mix out of Memphis. It's a 6'8", 225-pound wing, Tyreek Smith. K-State will be his fourth school in his career. Now, he will not play this season, but he is eligible to practice and travel with the team, and he'll currently seek a waiver to play his final season of eligibility next year at K-State. He's played at 2 other Big 12 schools at Texas Tech and Oklahoma State before transferring over to Memphis. The Kansas Jayhawks are in action today as well, as they will have a top 15 battle at Allen Fieldhouse against the number 7th ranked Houston Cougars. The 12th ranked Jayhawks are coming off of a big road win against TCU on Wednesday, where they won 74-61, but Houston has won 11 straight games and are coming off of almost doubling up Utah, winning 70-36 on Wednesday. KU leads the overall series 6-3, including 3-1 at Allen Fieldhouse. Tip-off for that game is at 5:30. If you're in the Hutchinson area, you can hear the game on 94.7 KSKU with pregame coverage starting at 4 o'clock with the Crimson and Blue Show. But you can also watch the game on ESPN. And then tomorrow is Championship Sunday, as 4 teams will battle it out, but only 2 will remain to punch their ticket to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. First up in the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles will host the upset-minded Washington Commanders, who are fresh off of an upset win over the Detroit Lions. That one will start at 2 o'clock tomorrow and will air on Fox. But you can also hear Westwood One's coverage of the game on 98.9 1540 KMCP starting at 1 o'clock. And then it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. A match made in heaven for all casual football fans, especially in the postseason. The Chiefs host Buffalo once again, this time in the AFC Championship for just the second time ever between the two. Kansas City will look to head to their third straight Super Bowl en route to a possible three-peat. That one will kick off at 5:30 tomorrow, will air on CBS, but on Mix 96.7 you can hear the Chiefs Radio Network pregame coverage starting at 4 o'clock, and then at 5:30 it will transition over to Westwood One's radio coverage of the game. Again, the winners will play for Super Bowl 59 on Sunday, February 9th. That's your halftime report. More basketball coverage is coming up next.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
This is Annette with Annette KF Insurance. Inflation is hitting us hard, so it's a good time to review the cost and coverage of your auto and homeowners insurance. As an independent agent, I represent Goodville Mutual and several other fine companies. Stop by Annette Epp Insurance in Hutchinson at 2500 North Main, Suite E, or call 620-662-4900.
I know you've heard many ad claims that just end up over-promising. But I can assure you of this. There's no place that works harder to earn your trust and your industrial medicine business than Prairie Star. We have certified medical examiners and can usually provide same-day services. It's not only high-quality care, but affordable too. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report, Crusader basketball brought to you by Stahlman Ag Risk Management, by Bank of the Plains, by Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, and by Hutchinson Regional Medical Center. Halftime score of 37-31. It's a tight game early, then Buhler stretched it out there at the end of the first quarter to a 9-point lead, 20-11. They led by 16 there with the 5:08 mark in the second, 29-13, a 9-2 run, but then Wamego has since clawed their way back to a 6-point game, Matt, largely because of a barrage of whistles in the first half.
Yeah, officials doing everything they can to insert themselves into the flow of this game. In my estimation, fairly unnecessarily. And it's both ways. They just are really intent on making sure that there's not much contact. I think somebody may have told them this was a JV tournament.
Well, that's Matt's attempt at humor, by the way. I guess you got to adjust as a player to the way the game's being called.
For sure.
14 free throw tries by Wamego in that first half. Good first half of basketball by Jacob Miller. He looked really good.
Oh my gosh, I have him, we haven't heard yet officially, I have him at 16 points as a quick count. But he has been aggressive, and really what they've done is put him at the high post, kind of out at the nail, and then they've let him make the decision. He's put it on the ground a couple of times, he's hit a couple pull-ups, and then a couple times he's just dragged Newell out to the three-point line and shot over the top of him. So really from all three levels, Jakey's been pretty good.
All right, Andrew, how about a look at some first half stats?
How about this? 13 team fouls on Buhler in the first half. They have 9 players suited up. The only player without a foul on the Crusaders is Isaiah Heredia with no fouls. So 5 players from Buhler all have 2 fouls. Julian, Luke, Asher, McCade, and Mitchell all have 2. For Wamego, the only player with more than 1, Jackson Toops with 3 fouls. Buhler leads by 6, 37-31. Rebounds even, 14-14. Wamego 7 turnovers, Buhler just 3. Jacob Miller's been all over the place for the Crusaders, as he has 16 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, and 1 charge taken. Mitchell McDaniel, 7 points. He's got a rebound and 3 assists. Asher Zachary, 5 points. Jared Miller, 5 points. McCade Zachary has 2 points. Isaiah Heredia just 2 points, but he has a rebound, 3 assists, and a steal. Then Julian, Carter, and Luke all have 0 points. Free throws, Crusaders this time 8 for 9. Much better shooting from the free throw line than they were the last couple games. And 3-pointers, they are 3 for 9. They carry a 6-point lead into the second half.
All right, 37-31. We're back in 30 seconds to start the second half on HKFM.
Our family would like to welcome your family to Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore. We are Kansas' most remarkable blend of bulk food, full-service deli, bakery, Christian books, and gifts. We have a great selection of baking items, a spice section that will amaze you, candy options that you won't believe.
Check out our kitchen corner for hard-to-find gadgets. And don't forget we have gifts and cards for all ages. Come see all that our small store offers, and you will be surprised. Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore in Pleasant View, the little store that offers you more.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, our coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Lyman Family Dental, by State Plumbing and Design, McKinsey Paint and Body, and by People's Bank and Trust. We are going to be wrapping up our boys broadcast at the end of the third quarter here, and quickly buzzing to Maybe Arena for the girls' championship game, which will start somewhere around 1 o'clock. Here's Braxton Williams with a jumper up and good to start quarter number 3, 37-34. So we do sincerely apologize for cutting this game short, but feel it's important to make sure we get the championship game on in its entirety today. Here's Heredia. He'll feed it into Miller. Jacob goes right back to work where he left off in the first half. Layup with the left hand, good.
Newell has no answer for Jacob inside. None.
39-34. It's a 6-point game and a steal by Isaiah Heredia. Comes Zay the other way. A little bounce pass, McCade in that lane to Julian. In and out, no good.
That's a good take.
Rebound, Wamego. Red Raiders up the floor right to left. Here's Keeker on a kick out up top, and a 3 splashes in for Jace Johnson. And it's a 2-point game, 39-37. Now a dogfight here after Buhler led by 16. Middle part of the second quarter. Pass to McCade Zachary, the baseline, deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Today's coverage, part of our midseason tournament weeks, presented by Hutchinson Community College. Take classes anywhere, anytime, online at hutchccu.edu. Heredia trying to find Morrison on the inbound, and Julian's going to be tied up. The arrow will keep the ball with Buhler on their end of the floor. With 6:21 to go here in the third quarter. Isaiah to play it in. 6:21 to go in the third, 39-37. Holmberg in the corner to Heredia. Dribbling with the left hand, plays it out top to Jacob. Now back to Isaiah. Wamego here in a man-to-man. Here's Julian from the elbow, out to Isaiah. Boy, nice pass. Julian
indeed
finds the bucket, layup good.
You know, I was just getting ready to say, we have not seen the pick and roll game at all today, I don't think. And there it is.
I really like that isolation game. Put Isaiah with the ball, let him be the decision maker.
Julian's gotten a lot better at finishing those here, too.
It's a hard take inside, off the window. Bucket good by Reed McDiffett. 41-39, 5:36 to play. In our third quarter, here's McCade up the floor, right side Jacob. Backdoor pass, Julian. He'll rotate it out on the wing to McCade. Oh, pass deflected. McDiffett got a hand on it. McCade's able to get it back. Good ball movement, though.
If he wouldn't have got a hand on it, McCade had a wide open 3.
Well, Jacob trying to work the ball down into the far corner. It's knocked out of bounds. They're going to call it off the Crusaders.
Number 0, Slade Smith.
Slade Smith in for the Red Raiders. So Wamego here down.
And they're going 2. They're going small.
Chance to tie or take the lead. They're going to try the three. Williams hits back iron. Rebound, Jacob Miller. And Jakey up that floor. Contact from behind and a foul. Charge to Slade Smith. It'll be his first, team's first in the third quarter.
Well, what Jacob did was so good. Got in front of Smith and then slowed down. Really kind of forced the contact. Don't try to run away from him. Get in front of him, slow down, make him play through your body. It was well done.
Remember this moment, guys. Wamego has more team fouls than Buhler at this point in the second half.
1-0.
Here's Heredia into Morrison. Gives up Miller. Kick out. McKay. There's the three. Missed. Back iron. Long rebound to Braxton Williams. And Wamego up the floor. There's a drive and a kick. Williams. He'll floater in the lane. Missed. Rebound Isaiah. And through traffic, Heredia the other way, left to right. Goes inside. Nice pass to find Holmberg. Layup good.
Good finish. Beautiful pass.
43-39 will make that our Happy Egg Company excellent play of the game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. 43-39. Shot in the lane missed by Wamego. 4:08 to go in the third. Ball out of bounds. And last touch by the Red Raiders. Mitchell McDaniel is going to make a return appearance here. First time on the floor in the second half for the Crusaders.
Guys, not for nothing. The first 4 minutes of the second half is the fastest 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
There's only been one whistle.
That last pass by Isaiah, doesn't it just seem like he knows exactly where every player is on the court sometimes? I didn't even see Luke, and all of a sudden he's got a layup.
Wamego picks up at half court defensively. Here's McCade. Inside, step through, layup short. Rebound, Red Raiders. Up the floor they come, right to left, Keeker. And they'll play it in the lane to Johnson.
Julian blocked it.
Shot blocked out on the wing. They got the rebound. Three missed by McDiffit. Rebound, Jacob Miller. And we're off and running the other way. Here comes Isaiah. Tried the crossover. Good defense, though, as Johnson stayed right with him and stole the ball out of his hands. Here comes Wamego back on offense. Down 4 with 3:19 to go in the quarter. 43-39.
Oh, come on.
And here's our second whistle of the third.
Oh, man.
Isaiah got locked up with his defender. Or locked up with his person, and they call a foul. First on Isaiah. Jacob's going to come out here. Asher Zachary returns. Second foul in the game on Heredia. Johnson. Top to McDiffit. Nothing there. Good defense. Right side, Toops. Deflection. They save it. Up top, and a three is good by Jace Johnson. And it's a 1-point game. 42, excuse me. 2:42 to play. Shot inside, missed by Buhler. They haven't put the points on the scoreboard yet. Inside, floater missed by Wamego. Rebound loose on the deck. Saved by the Red Raiders. Into Smith. And Wamego has the lead. 44-43, Wamego by 1. Peter led by 6 at halftime. But Wamego, after being down 16 in the first half, now a foul. Has the shot blocked to McCade Zachary, but he'll have 2 at the line.
Number 14, Jace Johnson.
My feeling is McCade is fortunate to get that foul call.
He misses the first free throw. He made 2 in the first half.
Attacked the 2 defenders at the basket. It's just a tough ask.
This is a 13-6 run by the Red Raiders here in this third quarter. McCade will tie the game at 44 with the second of 2 free throws. 1 of 2 at the line. 44 all. 2:06 to go now in the third quarter. Buhler's 16-point second quarter lead has been completely erased. There's a foul inside. Ball knocked out of the hands of Smith. They're going to get down on McKay. That'll be his third. 1:57 to go in our third quarter. Again, we're going to quickly pack up at the end of the third and head over to Maybe Arena.
Good job,
Steal by Julian on the inbound. And a layup too strong.
Goodness sakes.
They're going to call another foul on the rebound.
Foul's called on number 4, Mitchell McDaniel.
They're going to call that on McDaniel.
13 foul. Checking in for the Crusaders, number 1, Jared Miller.
Here is Jared Miller checking back in. McCade Zachary will go out. So we sincerely apologize for having to cut this broadcast short. We kind of put in a box where we missed the end of this game or we missed the beginning of the championship game. And I certainly feel that it's important to get all of that championship game on for you from Maybe Arena. Just the second time since Buhler's been in the tournament on the girls' side that they've been in the title game. Guys who've never been there. Wamego looking to get the lead back. Floater in the lane, in and out, no good. With a backside rebound, with the putback good by Jackson Toops. And Wamego leads it 46 to 44. 1:12 to go here in the third quarter. Here's McDaniel through all kinds of traffic. And they're going to call a foul on Wamego. Called to Jace Johnson.
I think what I'll do, guys, is I'll stick around here, and if the listeners on the radio, if they go to the Ad Astra Radio YouTube page, I'll put a comment on the video broadcast of this game of what the final score is.
Okay. There's a layup good by Jared Miller.
Great job by Jared tacking off the dribble to the cup.
46 all, 54 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes Wamego up that floor. Toops inside baseline, shot in and out, no good.
Good rebound by Jared.
Rebound Jared Miller. Buhler trying to get the lead back right here at the end of the third quarter. Here comes Jared. Going right to the rack. Off the glass and good. A great take. 48-46. Buhler by 2. 26 seconds to go in the quarter.
What a finish.
Down to 15. Wamego over on the far side with it. Trailing by 2. There's Marquardt. Out high to Bryson Toops. 2 seconds. 1 second. Marquardt for 3. And it goes in at the buzzer. And Wamego will take a 1-point lead to the fourth quarter. 49-48. Well, unfortunately, that's going to end our broadcast of this 7th place game. And we will head to Maybe Arena coming up here in about 30 minutes. The tip-off of the girls' championship game from Maybe, Buhler and Andover. Into third here, Buhler trailing by 1, 49-48. Wamego. We'll see you coming up in just a few for the girls' final here from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, the Buhler Crusaders play on 95.